Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Nihayatur Rahmah. Now we are going to learn about projection of speech sounds. How can we produce speech? So we are going to learn organ of speech and place of articulation. For the first, organ of speech. Organ of speech is the various organs we use to produce speech sound are called the organs of speech or speech organs. Speech organ that belong articulatory system, there are lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, heart-belit, phylum, glottis, uvula, and tongue. And there are also the lungs, the larynx, the vocal folds, and the last, nasal cavity. For the first is lips. Lips include upper lip and lower lip. They serve for creating different sounds, mainly the labial bilabial. The second is teeth. It's the small with the structures found in jaws in front of mouth. Immediately after lips are teeth. They are responsible for creating sounds, mainly the labiodental. And next is alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge is basically hard ridge behind the upper front teeth. It is between the roof of the mouth and the upper teeth. You can feel its shape with your tongue. Its surface is really much longer than its bill and is covered with little ridges. Sounds made with tongue touching alveolar ridge. Next is heart-belit. Heart-belit is a thin horizontal bony plate of the skull, located in the roof of the mouth. It is often called the roof of the mouth. Its smooth curved surface can fold with the tongue. The interaction between the tongue and the heart-belit is essential in the formation of certain speech sounds. Next is the phylum or soft bleed. The phylum or soft bleed is in a position that allows air to pass through the nose and through the mouth. The projection of velar sounds is done by placing the back of the tongue against the phylum. Next is uvula. Uvula, the hanging ball's full name is the palatine uvula, referring to its location on your soft belit. It functions in tandem with the back of the throat, the belit, and air coming up from the lungs to create a number of guttural and other sounds. Next is glottis. Glottis, the combination of vocal folds and space in between the folds is known as glottis. As the vocal folds vibrate, the resulting vibration produces a buzzing quality to the speech called voice or voicing or pronunciation. Sound production involving only the glottis is called glottal. The tongue. The tongue is a very important articulator and it can be moved into many different places and different shapes. Its movement in oral cavity plays important part in projection of almost every speech sound. Usually, it is divided into different parts: tip, blade, front, back, and root. The lungs. We produce a majority of speech sounds by forcing air upwards from the lungs, an action that is used in normal breathing, but it is necessary that in order to produce a speech sound, the outward moving artery must be modified by manipulation of the larynx and the articulators in the oral and nasal cavities. The larynx, more commonly known as the voice box or the Adam's apple, is crucial in the production and differentiation of speech sounds. The larynx is located at exactly the point where the throat divides between the trachea, which leads to the lungs, and the esophagus over the larynx is a flap called the epiglottis that closes off the trachea when we swallow. When the epiglottis is pulled back out of the way, the parts of the larynx that are involved in speech projection can be seen. The vocal folds. There are two thin sheets of tissue that stretch in a V-shaped fashion from the front to the back of the larynx. These are called the vocal folds. The space between the vocal folds is known as the glottis. The vocal folds can be positioned in different ways to create speech sound. And the last is nasal cavity. In nasal sounds, the volume is lowered to allow airflow through the nasal cavity. In English, nasal consonants are accompanied by the blocking of airflow through the oral cavity. And now is place of articulation. Place of articulation is the relationship between active and passive articulators as they shape or impact the accent. There are bilabials, labiodentals, alveolars, palatal, velar, and glottal. Bilabials. Bilabial consonants occur when you block or constrict airflow out of the mouth by bringing your lips together. Example: purse, purse, wrap, wrap. Labiodentals. Consonants occur when you block or constrict airflow by curling your lower lip back and raising it to touch your upper row of teeth. Example: fruit, fruit, calf, calf. Alveolars. Alveolar ridge is where your teeth meet your gums. You create alveolar consonant when you raise your tongue to the alveolar ridge to block or constrict airflow. Example: no, no, men, men. Palatal. The roof of your mouth is the hard palate. You create palatal consonant when you raise the tongue to this point and constrict airflow. Example: yes, yes. Velar. Behind your hard palate, you have the velum or soft palate, unlike the bony hard palate in front of it. This consists of soft, mucousy tissue. You make velar consonant when you raise the back of your tongue to the velum to block or restrict airflow. Example: going, going, ankle, ankle. And the last is glottal. Actually, through vocal folds, it acts as a sort of bottle cap to your windpipe. Inhale and then hold your breath for a few seconds while keeping your mouth open. Example: hi, hi. Thanks for your attention. That's all from me. I'm sorry for any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.